This groundbreaking teeth cleaner is
The Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show, Crypto and Crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. Pause. I'm back. Nigga, Crypto and Crypto. We got these indicators. Don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know we're making Crypto and Crypto. Hit the like and subscribe. We're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't want to trade crypto no more. If you don't understand that emotion, will take you to another place, and now you'll chase the red candle. Can't stand you. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's crypto and crypto. Don't flip, yo. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the to the moon? We're going real soon. I said it, so change your attitude and your tune. This is the Wall Street Beat Show. Positivity, love ya.
Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? You hit that like, you hit the subscribe. Every day we talk about going to the moon. And damn, we're going soon. What's going on, everyone? Lots to talk about. Shiba Inu listed on Robinhood. Apparently, Mr. Seltzer, thank you for that big news, proving it, showing it on Robinhood, stating that you can now buy and sell Shiba Inu on Robinhood. So we are the first to break that to you that I know of. Anyone that I know is talking about it because I didn't know. So thank you, Mr. Selner, for that update. This is why the wolves are so important. This is why it's so important to hit the like and subscribe. If you don't have this information, you don't have these wolves, you don't have, that's why they run in packs, right? I mean, it's the truth. So pay attention. Shiba Inu is getting some volume into the market here coming in. It was up about 7.5% in the last 24 hours. There's obviously a reason why there's some type of a pump here. I do see something happening. What is going on? Well, it's hitting resistance right now, so that is clear as day. Support resistance flip at the 2,500 even across. What you would want to expect, and this is a 4-hourly on Shiba Inu, and I did not expect to do anything on Shiba Inu. I'm just paying attention to what's happening now. And the last time we were fooling around with any support and resistance, well, you already know the 2,700 mark. I'm going to get rid of that 28. We're always trying to beat the whales, of course. How are we going to beat the whales if we don't make moves before them? So pay attention to this right here, 2750. I'll be paying much attention to that price as we come through here. Looking at this right now, Shiba Inu. Not much to really pay attention to, but maybe some volume, right? Let's see what's going on, see if the EMA, see if the relative strength index makes up to anything. And, of course, we hit bottom on the relative. A lot of things did that. Let's be real. Shiba Inu had the wonderful, great news. And if you look, RSI level on the 4-hourly, we are moving, but the band is looking to get tighter here. We're moving with price action, and the band's getting tighter. There may be a significant move coming. You may want to pay attention to the crypto total market cap. Right now, we're below the 2 trillion mark. Not really great, but it was 1.77. So we're up a 0.11 trillion in there. What I think is going to happen to Bitcoin, and I think I wrote something spectacular, 70K Bitcoin. Yes, that's what the next big string to the upside's coming. So I'm looking at that. Ethereum breakout's coming as well. I do believe that the Ethereum breakout comes first. Pay attention to that Shiba Inu, as you can now trade it on Robinhood now, it's a little interesting as we hit the EMA, and we're bouncing around it and see if we build support here for the next, let's see, 3 hours and 38 minutes. That will flip green if the volume does occur. You will hit some resistance, as you see right here, at that 2,800. So pay attention to that. I do believe that'll happen. Once we start breaking through there, you may want to pay attention to the 3,200 level. A lot of people trade on Robinhood. So just to be real as steel on Wall Street, Pete, this is not financial advice. But use some logics, use some understanding. A lot of people trade on Shiba on Robinhood, and it sucks. It's about as bad as Coinbase, so it is what it is. We're going to go on to what I see here happening, and exactly as predicted pretty much. I said 39,000 was the worst-case scenario. We really tested that. What I'm seeing here is a dead cat bounce coming up to the 42,000 error of Bitcoin. Pay attention to this. I do believe exactly this is going to happen. I never really say that too much, but I've been pretty good. I've been pretty on fire right now. So watching this happen would just be another double bottom end pattern if we are continuing the trend to the upside, though. And I want to get rid of this because this is not what I'm talking about. Let's move it down. I want to get rid of it. I'm going to adjust this. Pay attention to the trend line here as we got to adjust, right? Check what this is doing because this is really important. This blue line I have here seems to be doing something kind of lovely. And if you see what I'm doing, watch the trend as we're high volatile waves all the way up to 45, creating new higher highs and creating new higher lows. It's very important because what's happening is the price is gradually increasing as you're getting this high volatile roller coaster ride. And people don't understand, but this is a very, very frequent trading thing. We need to break the 45,000. We need to finish above and retest to get to the 47.5, right? Well, we need to finish above the 45,000, 44.8 to be exact. This is Wall Street Pete strategy. Please be careful because you can get hurt. Bull flags coming down. Bearish divergence. Now we're finally getting a bullish one. See if we get this. This right here is what I'm trying to explain to you is the next move. So hit the like and subscribe. Hopefully we do go on a ride here. This is a big deal. What's up with Jasmine? That's actually a great conversation. We're going to talk about that for you. Biconomy is the same thing. I did not think Biconomy I was going to get at $1.30 again. I was talking to Philip and asked him. We were talking in the chat and Instagram, IG. So Instagram it was. We were talking about it, and I was saying I wish I could buy back at 130. I got my wish, and my order filled. So pay attention to this. There's a dead cat bounce coming at the 42,000. I do expect that. Why in here is the last resistance of a 42,000 resistance. I expect that to repeat. Head, shoulders, pattern, inverted head. Here comes the shoulder. So we're not out of the woods yet. Get to the shoulder, come down, one more, retest somewhere in this trend line, and then back up, probably to the end of April, as you see I have here. So let's see what happens. I'm hoping it happens much sooner than the end of April. With all this being said and understood, we are going to go back up. These are the opportunities you get. I'm a little sick, so if you wonder, my voice is different. These are the opportunities you'll actually get. And if you pay attention to each opportunity on the dip, you prevail to a higher price. Opportunity on the dip, February 23rd. If you remember the date, you don't. That's why we look at TradingView and we have this chart. Same thing again, March 13th. That was exactly a month ago. No one knew, but that was the day to buy the dip. The cheapest you could have got it was at 37.2. You wouldn't have believed it on Bitcoin. That was the price. Now, if you pay attention to this, I do expect prices heading back up to the upside. And where do I expect a big significant gain? I'm going to show you that before we go. No, don't do that. So if you pay attention to the trend line, right, because the trend is your friend. We're in this channel, and I've zoomed it in for you. We're going to see prices coming up to here, retesting back to the 51,000. And I don't know if you understand that that's really going to happen. There's only two scenarios right now that we're going to be facing with this crypto market being as volatile as it is. If you see here and following the trend, yes, right about there is what's going to tell me about 52,000, excuse me. I'd actually see where this is coming from. Bring this down a little more, and you'll get an understanding of what I'm talking about here. And then our new higher low will be 42.3, 42,003, 42.5. There it is. So we're going to have to get rid of a lot of these prices. It looks like a kid came over and made a crayon mess. But if you pay attention to this right now, hit the like and subscribe. I got to get 100 likes on this video. We are getting this high roller coaster momentum to the upside. We're going to talk about some altcoins, as Mark Anthony mentioned. Let's talk about something else. Let's get into what's going on with Jasmine. But pay attention to these loops. These were opportunities. And if you do pay attention to the opportunities, these will arise. So I'm believing that we are going to hit some type of 47.6 resistance one more time. If you see that right there, back all the way from the end of March, we were starting that trend. The trend line is coming. I do believe once we break through, you'll see prices will be at the 51,000. You'll see what's going to happen. We're going to have to retest. We're going to hit definitely 51 is looking good, so I stand by that. I'm pretty solid with that. That's beautiful looking. So pay attention to these marks. The level of resistance, obvious, clear as day, is 45,000 for the first level. So pay attention to the first levels. Then we will see what happens here. Do we retest? Do we bounce off this? We'll see. It's the trend line. So you have to watch what happens on the trend line. Where we are, the price of Bitcoin is right here. Then what do we do? And then you'll see the new higher lows, the higher highs, and where it's taking us and why Bitcoin is so volatile. Want to watch a big video here. A lot of people miss this. They have work to do. It's a shame.
And I'm pleased.
This is important. I want you to listen to this and be quiet. I'm going to be as quiet as I can for you.
Of finance that's been in the making for decades. In 1990, there were fewer than 3 million internet users, and now there are about 4.5 billion. And we take for granted that many aspects of our financial lives can be managed from small internet-connected devices that fit into the palms of our hands. This growth in digital services has opened up a world of possibilities and risks that would have seemed fantastical only a few decades ago. Financial services, along with most industries, have evolved. A person or group of people using the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto proposed a decentralized peer-to-peer system for making and processing payments. A key challenge in digital payments is to prevent the same assets from being spent twice. The Bitcoin white paper proposed a novel method for validating transactions using cryptography that addressed the so-called double spend problem.
So, Janet Yellen, Treasury Secretary, says that Nakamoto actually credits him. He or she, I think it's a he, obviously we talked about that, how important it was for that to be created. So I hope you understand how important it was. And what we're doing is exactly what's expected here. I think you need to pay attention to this chart a little more in depth. I want to get rid of some of the yellows so you can see better what's happening. But right here, this line is matching up. And if you see, she's adopting crypto finally. That was pretty much part of the video. She was a very big naysayer. So what I believe could happen here is we could get a double bottom M pattern, and this is the downside to it all. I'm covering exactly where the price is, and I'm looking at this. And if that trend line continues, then we will get the breakout, and we'll see where it goes. But pay attention to the two options of Bitcoin. I want to go to Jasmine after this. Mark Anthony brought up a good point. And if you pay attention to what's happening here, 39,000 was almost touched already, but this trend line is looking too beautiful, this ascending channel. Pay attention to it. We're either going to break to the upside or we're going to do something to the downside. We have to be careful. 39,000, if we break through down here at this point in time, it's a very, very red flag, bad signal. We can't break down. A lot of people are saying 30,000, 20,000. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at that almost. I'm scared for it to happen, but at the same time, we will not see those prices. If we fall below 39, okay, I'm going to be concerned. It's not likely. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to really go too much into it. But understand that this trend line right now is forming something very nice. We are looking for a big up finish. And if I were to say, if somebody told me exactly, Wall Street Pete, where do you think we're going to be testing next? What price is going to get tested? I'm going to say 49.5. That's just a quick gun to my head, I'm in trouble, and that's the next price. So if you want to know what the next Bitcoin price is for resistance, I say 49,500. I do believe that, or 47.5 to that 48 where we're going to retest. So let's see what happens. I'm excited for it. I'm obviously not going to tell the future on it. I can't help you with that. But let's get on to something different here. It gets old the same token. You hit the like and subscribe. I'm Wall Street Pete. You talk in the chat. If you hit the like and subscribe to the channel, you'll be able to speak to me live, and we'll be having maybe a good conversation. I do see a humongous falling wedge. Absolutely 100%. A humongous falling wedge here to this spot right now. What I do believe is we are developing some type of support resistance flip. If you do see that in here, there's a possibility we can develop something into it. So I want to lift it a little more and show you where we need to be 100% bullish again. And in order for that to happen, this price right about here, ladies and gentlemen, if you look back, and this is where we first dipped and started something significant in the last fall, October 15, 2021. And I know this sounds crazy going back to that. This is Jasmine. If you're interested in that sort of altcoin thing, we had a live YouTube, live follower of the Wolves, Mark. He wants to know what's happening. So Jasmine, we're already 6.5. We already talked about that, the 6 cents. It's something to talk about. I'll be taking profits when I get there. I'll be accumulating, and a lot of people don't know how to do that. They seem to just want to get in and out, in and out, in and out, and they lose on fees and they get killed. You need to stop doing that. It's what you need to do is get a job, get a hustle, get passive income, and start accumulating. If you're not accumulating, well, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm not a financial advisor, but from experience, you need to accumulate. You need to stop going in and out of trades. If you have a set token, well, guess what? Warren Buffett's number one go-to is never sell for a loss. Well, common sense, don't sell for a loss, but that's what you're doing. So I can't help you. So if that's what you're doing, I'm sorry. Accumulate at prices like this. Anything below the 5 cents, anything below there. You see right here, there's a first resistance point, and I'm not going to go through every one of them. Almost 3 cents. There's a resistance 2829. That's going to give you some problems. It will probably be your first cup and handle. What you don't realize to see is the flipping since this time frame we flipped through. This is the trend is your friend. That's a kind of a trend right there that's happening, and it started flipping March 8th. On the 4-hourly for Jasmine. So understand it's only been a month since we've been on this trend. If you see the ascending channel, just like we saw in Bitcoin, it's a little different. It's much different. You can understand that we could start trading in this realm. There will be a point in time where I'm trying to explain to you 5 cents. There should be a point in time where 5 cents is going to come. And if you're right now looking at that, well, you're looking at a 2 times gain. So expect that. I don't want to spend too much time on it because what's happening here is a humongous double bottom M pattern that needs to stop right there and do exactly what I said. So pay attention to the 3 cents level. It's very important right now as we're far away from it. We do know the potential to this exact token, and it's very important. We've talked about it on my channel many times. So pay attention to the ascending channel as it's continuing to make a wave to the 6 cents. This is where I ultimately want to sell a lot. Most people said that they're going to wait for the 9 because they're probably stuck in it. I'm sorry that you may be stuck in that. This is why you always take profits. Phantom, another one we spoke about. I said there was a good chance we'll get to 170. We did not perhaps get there. 168. We got to beat the whales, and this is why I said you got to beat them. If we talked about beating the whales, I thought 183 was. It was not. What are you doing with this? Are you selling? Are you panic selling? Well, what I'm doing now is I'm starting to realize that it's repeating support, testing, hoping this is what you're paying attention to. What I wanted to talk about before we got into Jasmine, and this is probably going to end the video after we're done, is the Ethereum price. Ethereum is going to do something significant. I do see Bitcoin heading to the 70,000. Believe it or not, I know it sounds so silly. There's many steps we need to take to get there. But if you see this falling wedge in this orange line, and this is Ethereum now. So if you're excited about Ethereum, hit the like and subscribe. Ethereum's my girlfriend. I have a pillow that says that. So if you don't have one, you can't match up. But the falling wedge coming down, and when's the tip of the falling wedge? It was in December, but I told you in November on Instagram. And if you follow me on wallst.pete, you would have known at 4,700. Wall Street Pete said there's humongous resistance at the 4,700 price, and I'm selling. And what happened was we sold it, and we were thankful on Thanksgiving. It went a little higher, and people beat me up over it and said, what are you talking about? It's still going. And then time elapsed, and people went, oh, shoot. He was right. So you got to understand there was reasons why I seen this happening. There was a double top here forming. December 1st, I got confirmation telling me we got this obvious fall. We've been doing nothing but since then coming up to the upside here. And if you pay attention since January 21st, January 22nd, 2022, we've been doing nothing but a sideways. Oh, I almost lost my voice. We've been doing nothing but a sideways action. And what's been a problem is the 3,500, if you can concur. It's very big. So pay attention to that. We will eventually stop testing that price. If you see, we've tested a little lower than that, and that's 32.76. That seems to be a good buying price of resistance. I would not buy there. Where I would be buying every single time was the 2,500. Every time it gave me that option, and I don't think we're going to get to that again. So if you're understanding what I'm getting at, pay attention to the trend line, pay attention to the new higher highs and the new higher lows. It's very important. Ethereum, I do believe, will get us back to the 4,700. I do see a humongous cup and handle coming through. And if I do switch to the weekly, as it's about time Wall Street Pete does that kind of thing, perhaps you're going to understand where I'm getting excited. And I looked at this, and I looked at the MACD, and I did see we were ticking bullish on the weekly. I did see a couple things going good here. Pretty excited about it. Looking very, very bullish here. Not saying we can't retest down to the 2,500. It's always a possibility. But even on the weekly, pay attention to the trend line here. This is Ethereum. I'm Wall Street Pete. Sick dough in crypto. Trying to get to 100 likes is very important. If you don't have your YouTube account on, please log in. Please click out of your phone real quick and just hit that like button. It's all I ask. I'm not asking for a tip. We do have that through PayPal. If you want to send a donation, if you're really happy with my channel, if you wanted to do so, I did have one person ask me that, so that's why I'm going over it. But I do not say you have to. What I would say you would have to is please hit the like. That would be very important. Comment in the next video. What would you like to talk about? If I get enough likes, I'm going to come on tonight and we'll go over another altcoin. But I do see these two big weekly falls. I'm very, very bullish on this for the weekly. I do like this. What do I see? It's a Fibonacci sequence. This is the ending of the video for Wall Street Pete, but it's exciting because Wall Street Pete will tell you once we bounce off down here to this side and this level, I'm very bullish. I do believe that if once we go to the weekly, which we have 5 days and 12 hours left, we will see green. We will start bouncing off this. I do believe that this will start coming through. If you see ultimately what I'm looking at, this is an upward W on the weekly for Ethereum, and I do believe 3,800 will be the price that we'll be finding the next resistance, and people will be questioning, hey, do we take profits? Hey, do we take profits? It will be a question of mine that all my friends, all my colleagues, everyone will be asking, and it's a very good question. It's a very, very good question. But if you pay attention to the weekly, this is Trading View. I'm Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. It's Tuesday. That is where I get the 3,800 from. This is Ethereum. It's very important. We got to talk about it. We got to see what's going on. Is there a little bit more to fall? I don't know, but I seen the bottom wick here of this candle. It did touch down, so it did give me that touch. There was an upward WJ-like substance coming. I do believe if we get the volume to start ticking back in, we will remain bullish. You will see prices, and we will be back talking about this price here over at the 33.50. So that will be the weekly price. That would be a support and resistance as you see coming into play. So we'll talk about it all the way from January of this year. It's the beginning of the year. So I see Ethereum coming in. I'm very bullish back on Ethereum, and I'm buying this dip. I do believe we are in the leg of a 70% W forming. So if you like this sort of stuff, follow us on Instagram. I'm Wall Street Pete. I can be legend if you want to. I was just having some fun. This is a good time. It's a good time to be in the crypto space. It's a good time to talk about crypto. I love crypto. I love technical analysis. If you like that sort of thing and you like crypto news, follow us, please. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. It's a good time to be here, so I'm excited. I don't know what much more to say is, these are good times. These are opportunities. People don't see that. Unfortunately, some people, they're looking at their money falling, and instead of adjusting their portfolio balance and dollar cost averaging in, they're swinging money left and right and just losing in fees, and it's tough. I've been there. I've done it when I was a newbie. I get it. Please stop making newbie decisions, and please start paying attention. I do have a 5-tip, 5 ways to earn more cryptocurrency, successful trading. I'll have to find that link and put it in one of my videos soon because it seems like a lot of new people here could use those tips. All right, everyone. Have a great day. It's Tuesday. I hope to come on tonight. Hopefully, I'm feeling a little better tonight. Last night was awful. I'm looking to do a video, but if you can hit the bell and the all notification when we do go live, you'll get that, hopefully, notification from YouTube telling you we're live, and you won't miss a beat. Take care.